Okay, everything seems to be working. Okay, let me know if you can hear me on here, please. Whoever's watching, the audio is working. So, this is the getting the Ender 3 working. We've got some parts here. Everybody's going. So first, we've got this BQ H2 here. And I've designed a mount that will hold all these parts together, which is this part here. This here slides on like that and holds this BQ-H2, which is currently in the print head that was on my other machine that I built. So I gotta get it out of this print head because I'm rebuilding that machine too. Okay, so let's disassemble this first. First of all, got to glue these fans in here, so this might be a little tricky. I get this hot glue off of here. Okay, this is gonna be brute force it, I guess. Well, didn't break. Good. Okay, so that's the duct off my old printer. What's wrong here? Let's get these fans out of here. Everything's hot glued in place because this was running pretty jank. I basically just wanted to get it working. Worked great for quite a while. So now we're taking it apart so we can fix the Ender 3. Again, get that. And then eventually rebuild a large printer. Don't want to break any of this stuff because I'm planning on reusing it for the big printer. Where's that wire go? There was really tricky wiring in here. I don't remember exactly how it went. Okay. We're in the clear. Oh. Okay, we're not going to be able to get these fans out right now because they actually go through the print. The printed metal part. So we'll just... Hello! Glad you could make it. Missed the start. What do you mean, somehow? Okay, well, glad you could make it. Got some 3D Wolf Engineering in the chat. He also has a YouTube channel. Subscribe to his channel if you want. So, for people who have come in a bit late, we're just taking apart this print head to my large format printer that was called Everest. To use the extruder for this Ender 3, which is where the extruder came from in the first place. That's where I had it in there. And it's a little bit tricky because I used a lot of hot glue. And I used super glue. Oh. Maybe my mic is too far away. Let me check the... I'm using my laptop mic. Maybe I can move it over closer. Is that better? Don't exactly know where the microphone is on my laptop. I can also talk a little louder. I've been told I tend to mumble. How much did I glue this thing? This is... wow. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to make that printer repairable. Failed. Pretty much. But hopefully I can use what I've learned when I redesign it. Make a much better printer. I should probably get an actual microphone that I can position wherever I want. So that's the extruder off. I'm going to need to cut those cables. got this print head here. Let's see if this fits. Moment of truth. So close. Oh, it's a perfect fit. Yes. Okay, we've got another 50-15 fan, which is what we're going to be using for cooling. I'm going to need some, I think it's M320s that go in here. All my M320 screws are like, because I was using these really cheap Allen wrenches that came with them and messed up a whole bunch of them. But these don't need a lot of force to get them in, so they should work okay. Printed all these parts in polycarbonate, so they're very rigid and most importantly heat resistant, because they're quite close to the hot end and the extruder heat sink. Okay, so I think I designed this so that it mounts from the bottom here. You can see that. And the back. Maybe I can turn up the sound in OBS Studio. I don't know why it's so quiet. DaVinci 10 in the chat. Hello. We're just filling up a print head for my Ender 3. Trying to, at least. Can you hear me well enough? Because I don't know why it's so quiet. Try changing some stuff up. Okay, let me see if this is actually working. You might hear a bit of an echo. There's definitely something wrong here. Okay. This is also very blurry. Or noisy, I guess. Seems to be propped up. Is that a little better? I guess I'll just have to talk louder. I think I have the sound up all the way in OBS Studio. Don't know why it's so quiet. So I'm probably about 50 centimeters from my microphone. Okay, I'm gonna turn off this, because, I mean, I guess just put your sound up all the way. Yeah, it's the laptop mic. I mean, it seemed to be working pretty well when I was using it for calling. I don't know. Don't know why it's so muffled. Here. So I actually broke this. I was trying to show how sturdy the polycarbonate was, and I broke it. It is very sturdy, though. I just thought it was maybe a little sturdier than it actually was, but I didn't think of routing these cables, apparently. Never really do. Let's go out the back, maybe. I don't like how you have to bend these cables with this BQ H2. It's very, you really have to bend them to get them to work. Yeah, I'm using OBS Studio. I have I think there's like the little toggle bar things, and I have that up all the way. Isn't that the volume? It's left and right. Oh, volume percentage. What's that? Oh, I think I can fix this. Let's try 500. Is that better? I set it to 500% in OBS Studio. I think that amplifies it or whatever. So hopefully it's maybe working. Gotta take this H2 out because I think I need to route the wires out the front, because otherwise the fan duct is gonna squish them. Gotta take this H2 out. It's definitely better. Let me see. Go. Raise it more. 1,000. Is that okay? Why is this stuck? Okay, there's a screw in. Okay, so I need to right-click the device. I don't know what you mean by device. I've got in OBS Studio, I click on the sound thing. And there's like a percentage thing that I change it to. There is multiple. Got the right one. I've got desktop audio and then mic slash aux, which is my microphone on my laptop. 3 dots in it. Oh. There's unhide all vertical layout. I don't. Oh, here. Lock volume, rename, hide, properties, advanced audio properties. I don't. I can only put it up to 2000% here. Is it good enough? Because I can't figure out how I can do anything else. Okay. I guess we'll leave it at that. Let me just check how it sounds here. Okay, yeah. That seems decent enough, right? Okay, so I guess these cables clean a lightsaber. SCO3. You like old machines, don't you? Although is that machine even? Ender 3's probably older than that. Okay, so routing these cables around the front, I guess. This thing's dusty in here. Yeah, that looks like it'll work. Where are my screws? That's odd. That is the tool head from the old printer, Everest, that I'm reusing the parts for. The one that I showed the CAD files for, that is the redesign of that printer. And so I'm not going to be using that tool head or the H2 extruder. But yeah, the new tool heads for that machine, it's going to be a IDEX machine when I rebuild it. They're going to use LGX Lite, because that was basically the cheapest. It's basically the only reason I'm using those for the extruder, and the TZ 2.0 Bamboo. It's not really a clone, but upgrade hot end. It's the hot ends with volcano nozzle in them, so I'll be getting like over 30 millimeters of melt zone. So probably get some pretty good flow. And I'll also be able to install a CHT volcano if I want to go really crazy. I think this is going to just fit. Let's let go. Stuck. I tried to get these as close as possible. It seems I may have made them a little bit too close. Oh, they all are polycarbonate, so they should be able to stand up to quite a bit of heat. Is that not going through? Okay. That's actually, probably can't see that, but that is actually like just barely touching the silicone saw. I guess we'll see if that melts or not. Okay. Yeah, I figured that's where I broke it. I figured it would just be screwing in these screws would just force it together, because it wasn't actually fully broken, so it'll be fine. I actually already have most of the parts for the rebuild of that printer. I'm going to be using CAN toolhead boards, because the wiring to the toolhead would be like 20 wires or something, and with a printer that height, the electronics at the top, getting that many wires all the way down is going to be a flying gantry, because the weight of the bed at the height of a printer that big, I think the gantry will be lighter. And also just the size of the printer, the flying gantry makes a lot of sense when you make it that big. But yeah, so the CAN should hopefully make it easier to wire up. And actually that CAD that I showed in your Discord, that is going to have to change a bit, because the wiring sort of cable chains going to the flying gantry would hit those cross braces, so there's probably just going to be some really small cross braces in the front of the printer and bigger ones in the back. Fan looks like it's lining up pretty good. Might have to dab a little bit of hot glue in there to seal up that gap between the fan and the duct right there. They're actually quite tight screwing into the polycarbonate. It's much more rigid than ABS when you just have the sort of tap into it with screws. It's actually pretty difficult. It's looking pretty good. And that just slides onto there, and there will just be one screw to hold it on there. Yeah, this is polycarbonate from Polymaker. It's not pure polycarbonate, but it's like 10 degrees higher heat deflection or whatever temperature than ABS, and it's like really rigid, like it feels like some kind of like carbon fiber or something. So this probe is just gonna go right in there. And hopefully that will I say, I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah, it's definitely easier to print than regular polycarbonate. It prints really easy with some Magigoo PC on the bed. I still raised the enclosure to max temp, which was 50 degrees. The heater that I have in there, which is actually just a radiator, is actually on a lower setting than it can be. Oh no. These tiny little These tiny little grub screws in there are really easy to strip. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get this out. But yeah, so that heater in there is actually, I have it set lower because I used not very heavy gauge wire for the wires to it, so it can actually go a little higher. And the printer's on a 2400 watt circuit, so if I replace these grub screws, I mean, that's like stuck in there. I need to lower the hot end just a little bit so it'll be below here, but I cannot get this grub screw out. Oh, looks like it's coming. Okay. Yep. I think I tightened them a little bit too much. Come on. Come out. Don't strip. Please don't strip. Okay. Oh, lowering that is going to make it hit this fan jack. Where are these measurements off? Maybe I can just take the silicone stock off for now. Probably figure something better out in the future. I might have to reprint this fan duct once I get stuff working and make it a little bit further away from the hot end. But hopefully it'll work for now. They're supposed to be like 2 millimeters below the bottom of the fan duct, but for some reason it seems to be higher up. Or, yeah, higher up. Okay, that looks like it'll work. Alright, so this probe here, one of these wires must be for when you use it in CAN bus configuration with one of their tool head boards. I guess I'll use this longer one here. Well, these connections I've already soldered some connectors to, so I won't have to solder them again. It's this little probe below the nozzle. Alright. That looks like it's gonna hit. That support didn't come off very well. I'll probably have to file this down a little bit here. Just wired up this power supply. I took apart this power supply when I was using this for my... Didn't take apart the power supply, obviously, don't do that. But took the end cap thing off of it because I was actually using it for my big Everest printer. Wait a minute. Black is... How do they have this wired up here? So that red wire goes through the switch. This black one doesn't, so that means the red must be the live wire. Right? Pretty sure that's how it is. This goes through here. And then I just put, there's 3 positive and 3 negative places to connect wires on this power supply. So just put these on each end of each of those. Yeah, it looks good. Put that through there. So, I guess that's how I feel like there's something I'm doing wrong here. I don't know what it is. Yeah. Looks like that's right. We've got couple of screws here, which fortunately are socket cap instead of button head. I do not like button head screws. I always strip them. It's just not enough. I don't know about in 2025. We'll see. I do not like how these are. Like, why couldn't they put, like, a couple screws on here, just keep that down? Like, doesn't make sense to me, but that's together. Bring over the printer here. Okay. So, I actually have linear rails from that printer that I'm not going to be using when I rebuild it. But I figured I'd keep the V-wheels just because I've never had any problems with them. Just tighten them when if they wear down. Need to get a needle nose pliers. Get this to the right. Tightened. A little bit further. That's good. Let's see how we're gonna wire this. It just slides under there. Actually worked perfect. And I thought it would. And I just have I think I used a 5mm screw on here. Just one screw to hold on the print head. I actually have slots for 2 more in the back, but I don't think I'm gonna need those. Just because this fit is really nice on the 2 different polycarbonate parts. Okay, so to wire this up, I'm going to be using an old technique that I used on Everest printer, and that is to use Ethernet cable. This stuff is pretty flexible enough. I wouldn't recommend using it in any sort of drag chain or anything, but just because it can't stand up to much bending radius. But just with this sort of umbilical setup, this should be fine. And it should be easier to feed through these wire looms than a bunch of individual little wires. Actually, for the heater, I've already got this in here, so I can probably just... Oh, I have to take that out. I don't know, we'll see. But cut some of this to length. I guess I should probably leave quite a bit of slack in here. Just kind of tighten that up. So I need four parts for the motor. I've got the part cooling fan, actually the hot end, cold end cooling fan, and a heater and thermistor. So that's two for the heater at least. Four pairs for the heater actually. So probably two lengths to this. And then we've also got the ABL Pro, but I think I'll be just using that cable because they actually already include a nice length of cable that'll work good for that. An Ethernet cable probably is not much better than just standard cable that you'd use that like comes with it. So we've got two lengths of Ethernet cable. You get this. You get this motor wire out of here. This electronic spine big on this ender. I don't really like it. That's all I can say. Don't really like it. I think when I redesigned that Everest printer, I'm going to... Sorry, I can't really show this that well, but I'm just sending the Ethernet cable through the wiring loom. But when I rebuild that Everest printer, I think I'm going to redesign the electronics box. Some inspiration from the LH Stinger electronics box, and keep the AC stuff on one side that you have to unscrew and then make an easily detachable front panel with like magnets or something. And I'm going to keep the clear panel so you can see the electronics, because I think they look really good. Printer electronics. Yeah, so that's 2 pairs of Ethernet cable through there. Something going on there. We need to remove these fan cables. I don't know if there's a mod or something where I can make it so that the electronics cooling fan is like not connected to like the same thing as the part cooling fan, because that just seems really dumb to me to do that. I don't know if there's a extra port on the printer. Why are these connectors so hard to get out? I cannot get that connector out. I don't know why. Tweezers. It's not hot glued, because I'm pretty sure I already took it out before. Nice. This is a stubborn plug. I'm literally like destroying this connector. There has to be a way. I literally pulled off the housing from the main board. How do you get these things out? Yeah. Pull it right out. I'm gonna get that out. I cannot get that connector out of there. Bro, what? This This is silly. How do you get these things out of here? It's not even glued. Okay. This is weird. Right. I can't get it out. I literally ripped off the wire. Is that like epoxy on here? I thought they used hot glue. I think they literally epoxied this thing into here. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The 1 hour mark. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna be plugging that into the pins on the board, and we won't have a housing. A flathead. Whatever. Okay. It's basically this just feeds into here. We can't see that through there. I guess I won't use this heater wire. So I need a flathead screwdriver here. Do I have a flathead screwdriver? Okay. Guess I don't have a flathead screwdriver up here. I'll just use some tweezers to unscrew this. Which should definitely work. actually worked. So yeah, I can get this here out of here now. Okay. Suppose I can wear these through. I don't know which way I should wear them through. It's just like this. I still have a something going through. They're actually pretty easy to wear stuff through these nylon mesh cabling things. You just, oh, maybe I spoke too soon. You just sort of squish it in. We're trying to send something through. Push it forward. Move it back. Once you get it deep in, it gets a little more difficult. It's still not too hard though. Okay. These are pretty short. Huh. Don't know if this wire that Big Tree Tech uses on here is long enough. Doesn't look like it. Maybe I have to take that out and replace it with some more Ethernet. Should probably just do that. Pretty short on wire already. Okay. Cut another bit of Ethernet here. Some goal for 2025. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm gonna hit the 1,000 in January. No, I didn't see that. I'll watch it when I'm done streaming. Sorry, it's kind of hard to show exactly what I'm doing on camera. Feeding these wires through. Yeah, I should feed these all three at the same time. That'll probably work better. I think it will. Oh yeah, that's easy. Yeah. What editor do you use for your videos? Shorts, whatever. That actually looks pretty good. Okay, so that little mount for this probe here, that's in these cap cut. Let me try that out. So this probe is sitting a little bit too low. On on the mount here. So it may hit the print. So that'll need to, I think I'll need to file down that mount. I'll probably do that. Not while live streaming, because that might be a little tricky. But yeah, so to, I guess I need to probably get a bone fitting, but this will just sort of, I don't think I should put it inside the loom. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a good idea, but this will go along there. Okay. Oh, yeah, so I've got these LED lights left over from when I did the LED lights on my other printer. And so I figure I'll just maybe get some solder. But I figure I'll just do the typical kind of like top light bar on the printer, if you know what I mean. Sort of put it up on the top bar. I'll probably have to print a thing once I get this printer running. Put a couple little holder pieces for this LED. Okay, so maybe in here, I'm going to feed these into this electronic box. I was thinking I might this LED is like, it's just like an LED light bar, but it's I think they're called like COB or something. COB. Let me look. Try to get these through here. Yeah, COB, COB LED strip light. Yeah. So you don't really need, like, I like them because I think they look better than just like little lights, individual lights, because they're continuous. You don't need any sort of diffuser or anything. Although a diffuser would probably look good, but you don't need it to get that nice look. Okay, so I guess I need to strip the ends of these. Yeah. I need to go get a knife to strip these Ethernet cable. Be right back. Okay, I can't find my razor knife, so I guess I'll just use some scissors. Actually, I should probably shorten these to the right length before I crimp them. So I want to keep turn this around here. I'm going to keep a bit of slack on this wire loom. Put it there. Pretty good. Looks like enough. Move this to the top. Actually, these are short enough. So basically I'll use 4 of these pairs. Yeah. 4 of these pairs for the stepper motor. And the twisted pairs goes for like each pull, I think. If I can get this connector out. I don't know what they did to these connectors. They're something. They just do not come out. I just pulled the housing off of it. What, that wasn't even the right one? Oh, come on. Where did this fan go? Ooh, that goes into there. Interesting. Okay, let's just get these fan wires out of here. Replace it with all the Ethernet. Yeah, like, look at this. This just pulled this off of the... These don't, like, spring in. Yeah, these connectors just don't come off. I must have glued them or something. I should probably get some zip ties here. Found the knife. Okay. So we'll just cut a little bit of this outer insulation off so that I can row each of these cables to their different connectors. I need to get like a wire stripper or something. So I don't really have a way to strip the, strip the ends off of these wires. Okay, so that fan is the part cooling. So we're gonna put a JST. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, what time is it where you are? You said it was gonna be late for you. Yeah. I don't really have a lot of budget, as you said. Okay, so for fans, I like to kind of arrange this. Yeah, it's 9:30 here. Guess I'll use green wires for the fans. Or maybe blue. Yeah. What color are the stepper wires? I'll just use green wires for the fans. So we're gonna put PM. 9:30 PM. JSTXH. Each of these. Then I think I can just use like a multimeter to check which one. I should probably mark them. Ethernet cable to switch. So that go in there. Okay. I guess I'll wrap the belt here. So this goes through here. It's a little tricky to route these. A little tricky to route belts through basically any printer. Probably actually one of the easiest. There. Put that into there. Release the tension. Okay, so I'll just pull these pretty tight. That feels pretty good for now. Just leave it like that. Okay, so that plugs in. I broke this connectors off that inboard, so now I don't know which way to plug this in. I guess I'll just figure that out later. Which way should I use for the motor? This one. So green. GST 4-pin. So we've got goes green, white. There's another white in there. Green. That's odd. Black, green, red, blue. So there's the black and green one in the red and blue coil, I think. Those are the two separate coils. So we'll do blue and light blue and green and light green, or green and whatever. Looking good. They're very tiny wires. Doesn't look like it crimped properly. Push the wire in too far. That reference. Good. green, black, and green, black, green, red. It's not actually red, but it's what it normally be. Red, blue. Looks good. And then for the heater, I'll be using 2 each pair. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll probably finish up streaming around 10. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Bye. Good night, too. Thanks for sticking around as long as you did. So I gotta put these 2 wires in same length, crimp them into that one connector, put the hot end. Looks good. But the hot end clarity doesn't matter, so just put these in whichever way. Wait. These go into the screw terminals, don't they? Yeah. Well, guess we'll just squish these connectors. That should be a pretty decent screw current terminal connection. If I can fit them. Yeah. Okay, so that's the fan. And then we'll use these for the. Wait. We've got one fan, two fans. This will be the thermistor. That can be the other fan. I'll have two extra. Thermistor, I'll use this color wire. It's there. Measuring heat. Use the other blue one for the fan. Sorry if I've been doing this stuff right near the edge of the screen. Kind of don't have it positioned that well, the camera. Pretty good. Okay. And this does. There's the part cooling fan that plugged into there. What's the. Oh. Well, this is thermistor. Okay. Thermistor. THTB. Okay. So that does use it. XT. Oh no, XT60, that's XH. Whatever. 2.5 or something. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, okay. I got that and that. No. This one here. Good enough. And then we just put one of these on here. Yeah. I'll probably end the stream in about 10 minutes. that in there. Oh, come. Seriously, I forgot again. Whatever. I guess I'll just be using these connectors in the screw. Actually, that's probably better than just tinning or wire or whatever. I need to get like a ferrule crimper and some ferrules. Okay. Well, this is going pretty well. I guess I'll see if I can get that shaved down a little bit, the probe mount. Maybe I'll just use this. Okay. Looks better. Flat. Maybe a little bit more. Off of there. Actually looks pretty good. And so the TrueTech includes little screws here. Socket cap, nice to see. It's actually looking pretty good. Okay, so this thing finished the stream at 2 hours. Might trim that down a little bit more off stream, but looks pretty good for now. Yeah. And then that just slides under there, just like so. Okay. Well, bye everyone. See you next stream. Don't know when that's gonna be, but hopefully pretty soon. Bye.